Welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to configure the BGP router. So what I will do is that I will configure the eBGP, and on Palo Alto I will use the 100, and on the router I will use a BGP AS number as 200. So let's go ahead and configure on the Palo Alto. So I will go to the network, and inside the virtual router in the default I will go ahead and select BGP. I will enable the BGP. Router ID, you can give anything. So I will say 1.1.1, AS number 100, reject the default route, yes. And advanced, we don't want to do. Peer group, we will add a peer. The name will be BGP router. Type will be eBGP. We are not doing iBGP over here. And the next hop, that is the neighbor, which will be BGP router. Peer AS will be 200, and the interface is 1/2. IP address is 192.168.100.1, and the peer IP address, you see that it is not giving me any option. We have to create an object for that one. So we select the object as the BGP peer, and you see that IP network mask. Okay, IP address will be 192.168.100.2. So now I have, so what I have done is that in the group, I have given a name for the peer. I have enabled that peer, the AS number of the peer, and I have defined the IP address of the peer. And this is the local one on the Palo Alto. Click on OK and click on OK. And I think that should all be good now. Yep, that's all. Nothing else to do. Click on OK, commit and commit. So let's go back to the Cisco router of the BGP now. So I will say router BGP 200, address family IPv4, neighbor will be 192.168.100.1, remote AS, the option is not giving over here, so I will say neighbor 192.168.100.1, remote AS will be 100, and exit. That's it. So my router BGP, the process is enabled, so we just wait for the commit. In virtual router, default BGP router ID 1.1 is different from OSPF. That's fine. We are not worried about that one. And now you see that my BGP is up and running. Right, so these are the pretty straightforward configuration, the routing one, so eBGP. I hope this was informative for you, and thank you. Welcome back again. So we have already configured the eBGP between our BGP and the Palo Alto. So if I go back to my BGP and if I say, okay, so if I say do show IP BGP summary, and you see that I do have a Palo Alto neighborship. So what I will do is that I will create one loopback that should be 111.1.1.1. So I will say that interface loopback 0, IP address will be 111.1.1.1, 255, that is /32. And I will say that router BGP 200, address family IPv4, network will be 111.1.1.1 with mask 2032, and exit and exit and save. So if I go back to the Palo Alto now, so if I say show routing protocol, otherwise I will check the routes. So now you see that BGP route 111 I am not able to see. So if I say show routing protocol BGP summary, So the router ID is good. Virtual router is default. We are rejecting the default routes. That's correct. Local AS is 100. That is also correct. And the BGP peer remote AS is 200. That is also correct. And the IP address also is correct. But there is one problem in here because why we are not getting the routes here. That BGP loopback route. If you see here install BGP routes, it says no. So we have to make that as yes, and after that it will install the BGP route. So let's go back to the BGP again. Select the BGP. See that the option is install route. Select that one. Click OK. And now we will commit. So once this commit is successful, what I have to see that 111.1.1.1/32 route is advertised on the Palo Alto. So I should be seeing the routes in here. So now we are saying to Palo Alto that install the BGP route if you receive any. Alright, commit is successful. It's all done. So let's go back to Palo Alto now. And now we can see that 111.1.1/32. It is now installing the BGP routes. So I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.